Good morning, everyone. It's 9 a.m. I know, gay people and an LGBTQ plus Kiki at 9 in the morning. That's why I'm still in bed. Me? I'm your girl, FayWhat? And I'm going to help you get your week started off right. We have lots of fun things to talk about. It's going to be a great week.
Gay boys, hashtag that girl. Sunbeams, drag queens, L-word. Is that girl the girl of all I dream? She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, hashtag that girl. Pride-filled, tea-dance, Wilton. Is that girl Latina, but she's universal too. If you find a girl to love, only one girl to love, then she'll be that girl too. That girl.
I gotta tell you, I love my intro. Big shout out going out to Dale Stein for writing and singing my theme song. I adore you. So folks, the FayWhat Show is America's first LGBTQ plus morning show, and we're live right now on Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, Amazon Fire Television, YouTube, and Facebook. I'm also on demand, baby, anytime you want, but don't tell me what to do. It's Monday, May 27th, 2024. Happy Memorial Day.
Yes.
Wow, happy Memorial Day. How the hell did that happen, Alex? Wow. Let's kiki about what's going on in the LGBTQ plus community. I have a sidekick joining me in bed for some conversation, and I also like to braid the hair on his chest. I love him. Our first segment is called Gay Boy Sleep Late, and this morning I'm joined by my gay guy pal, adult performer, and star of For the Love of Dilfs on Out TV, Alex Tikas. Follow his adults-only Twitter at Alex_Tikas and catch him as he bartends at the Eagle Wilton Manors. Good morning, Alex, and welcome back to my bed, boo.
Always lovely to be back.
How are you?
Sleepy, happy, tired.
All of that stuff, you know? So it's Memorial Day, and everybody from New York is down here. Get out!
Yep, we're all going to Hollover Beach. Come on out.
Get out! Oh, I love Hollover Beach.
So busy at the bar this weekend. Yeah, it's going to be really,
it's going to be crazy, but good, and you're going to make a lot of money.
Let's go. Yeah.
You know, so that's what it's all about, right? Like, just enjoy your Memorial Day because you deserve it, okay? I mean, we work way too hard.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? I mean,
I know I do.
I know you. I know you work too hard. I know.
What else is going on? What's up with you?
Well, I'm getting ready to go to Gay Days Orlando. I love Gay Days Orlando.
Oh, it's so much fun. Have you been?
Oh, I have been for the last couple of years. I stay at the Bear Hotel.
Yeah.
Because it's the best hotel to stay at.
No comment. I plead the fifth.
You know, listen, what I see at night for their after-hours pool parties could start its own channel, and I'm living for it.
It's so crazy.
Living for it. Listen, body positivity, I'm all about that.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I love a meatball.
Oh, listen, and a meatball, they're the sweetest people on earth. So me and my wife always stay, and you know, you guys know me, I overpack because I am who I am, right? So I'm going to Gay Days for 3 days and I have 5 suitcases. And I get to the Bear Host Hotel. These bears help me with my shit.
Of course.
They take it to the elevator for me. Like, I'm just like, Teresa's like, I love this.
You know, it's like everybody in the service industry, wherever you go, if you have a bear event, they are so excited because all they do is eat and they drink. And they're like, keep on coming, keep on coming.
And they're so happy.
One more positive thing about bears.
Tell me.
The best kissers are bears.
Really? That's a lot.
I'm sorry.
That's a lot coming from this guy. You understand?
Brazilians, Dominicans, bears.
Bears. Why do you think?
Maybe a Brazilian bear. Yes.
A Brazilian bear can beat a regular bear. That's about it. Listen, make out with your nearest bear. I'm gonna ask one to see if they'll make out with me because now I want to know. Just like, listen, no strings. Like I'm explaining it. Do you hear me trying to explain this? That I have to talk to a bear and go, listen, honey,
tell me,
this is no strings attached. So we're just gonna make out right now. You can feel my titty if you want to, but you know, nothing more.
And we would be like, let's just carry your bags instead. How about that?
That's probably what's gonna happen. All right. Let's talk about some gay stuff as soon as I fix my pillow here.
Yeah, okay.
My pillow here. All right, here we go. First, Gay slang isn't just about catchy phrases. It's a vibrant language weaving the LGBTQ plus community together, fostering connection and identity. These terms aren't just words. They tell stories, evoke emotions, and build bridges. From gay bars to Grindr, this lexicon enriches our interactions, reflecting the community's diversity. As Grindr hits its 15th year, can you believe that?
Buy the stock.
We celebrate digital spaces that polarize this colorful slang from NSA, HMU, FWB, to bear, to shade, to milk. It's more than a language. It's a culture, a shared experience, reminding us of the bonds that unite us. All right? How well do you know your gay slang? What are we all talking about? You think there should be like some kind of, you know how I'm taking Duolingo, right? I'm using Duolingo to learn French.
With Dua Lipa, or just,
Oh, God, I wish she was a part of it. Listen, Duolingo, you need to go get Dua Lipa to do like your spokesperson. I never even thought about that.
Yeah.
I would study more if it was with Dua Lipa.
She's hot.
She's fucking really hot. But they need some kind of course or something like, okay, you know, I know a lot of the basic stuff, right? Like
just like with any gay, the gays see it, friends with benefits, and they make it better.
Yes.
FWB.
That's
done.
It. That's it. We're done. Acronym, we're done. Let's go.
That's it.
You know, I mean,
Hit me up, HMU. Done. Done. I mean, it's like, you know.
TTY, goodbye.
TTY, goodbye. Yeah.
Or TT never.
Because we want it fast. We want it instant. We don't want to waste our time. So we condense. So you're telling me that gay people are kind of like millennials then? Or like Gen Zers? Oh my God.
Because weren't they the ones who started all that crap?
Don't get me started on a millennial gay.
OMW?
A millennial gay is a whole other.
What is it? Tell me. What?
I mean, it's like, you know, what is it? People that are born after 84.
Uh-huh.
You know, and they're gay. That's a lot.
David?
81.
81? Okay.
81 to 95.
Wow. Huh.
You know, they don't know what a turtle phone is.
No. They don't even know what they don't know what a VHS is.
You know, we had call waiting, and they're just like, what's that call waiting? It's when you press the button and like, what?
Oh my God, listen, I went to this, oh my God, side story, because we always end up on a side story, right? I went to this fundraiser, right? And and somebody with me won a basket, right?
Oh boy.
And the basket had like DVDs and popcorns and shit like that. And I'm like, bitch, you got a DVD player, right? Because I don't know where there is one these days to play one.
They pick up a DVD and they go, is this part of our costume?
Can I make this into a pasty? This would be a great pasty.
Oh
Anyway, but it's true. Once gays get a hold of something, we shorten it up, we make it an acronym, and then we let it go, and then the rest of you mess it up.
I think it's, I'm pretty good with them. I think I've gotten them all covered. I mean, when they say HMU or something, FWB or...
How about FU? Can you just send them FU?
Yes, you can. And I've done it many times. YWD, what are you doing?
Oh, I thought that was like, what would God do? See, I'm way off with these. Don't text me with that shit.
YOLO, like, or you can do YOLO. YOLO is like
you only
straight.
Live once,
straight.
Right? You only live once?
Yeah.
Well, depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
I mean, Madonna, she's had like 18 lives. I'm just saying.
Didn't you just go to that concert?
I did, and it was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing. She brought up Ricky Martin, Alex.
As the Vogue
Yes.
competition?
And like, I think she just finished the tour a couple weeks back, and she had Salma Hayek as Frida Kahlo as the last person
cool.
up. Amazing. And Salma Hayek, you are just way too gorgeous. Next, the American College of Pediatricians, okay, which is a Christian anti-LGBTQ plus hate group, has launched a shocking website advocating conversion therapy for trans youth. In a disturbing twist, it instructs mothers to suppress emotions towards husbands and children, promoting traditional gender roles. Fathers are urged to engage in hypermasculine activities with sons, reinforcing harmful stereotypes.
Oh my God.
Okay, what is going on? Watch this.
It's important to, first of all, call them interventions and not call them any kind of treatment, because treatment infers a sort of a beneficial outcome. The concept that these things done to children will make their lives better, improve their mental health is a fallacy. The data did not show that. The long-term data from Europe have come in after approximately 20 years of watching these kids and doing very critical studies of the evaluation of their mental health. It shows that there is no benefit to mental health and possibly a detriment to mental health in the long run to have these children believe they can be somebody of the opposite sex and to change their bodies both in appearance and physical changes due to surgical interventions. So it's a damaging medicalization of a mental health problem.
I'm sorry you had to sit through that. I'm just going to tell you that, all right? Fake medical group tells husbands to do more manly stuff, all right? And that mental health You don't get shit out of that. Why would you want to take care of your mental health? What are we all talking about? How can they play these things,
We are talking about a
Alex?
20-year study that is done.
So done.
That with the waste of time. Can you imagine where the money could go?
To better help so many societies, so many communities.
When I was a kid, my dad would like take me to because Greeks are very big on soccer. So all the dads would take all their sons to go watch the soccer game, and it's all. And I'm just like, I would just like bring a book and like
and read,
just sit somewhere. Just like, because like the boys would be like, let's go out and just like. They're what, 11 or so or 12. Let's go and like crazy. I'm like, I just want to fuck this shit.
Let's get dirty. I'm like, I know.
Dirty.
Alex is like, no, in the future I'll get another kind of dirty, and this ain't it.
These are
okay?
I'm not getting dirty.
But none of that made you more macho or less macho. I mean, like, these people are they're allowed to put out this propaganda, which is crazy. Like, hey, dads, be a better dad. Take your son fishing. Show him masculine stuff. Throw shit. Be dirty. Be messy. So your son can figure out how to be a real man. I mean,
from a safety level, I was surrounded by all of that macho bullshit that I'm able to just sort of like fall into it to like protect myself.
Yeah.
But I'm just like RuPaul season 6. It's
blinding.
That's it. That's just like that. I'm like,
bad lighting.
That's it. Oh my God, that's season 1. But yeah, it's like I don't know. Like when my dad would say things like, "Why can't you be more like so and so's kid?" Yeah, it would like it would minimalize me. It would minimalize. I can only imagine what a trans kid. That was not me, but for a trans kid to hear something like that from your dad, like, or anybody, but from your dad.
From your dad.
Why can't you be more like so and so? So magnify that, throw them into some sort of like competitive young sport, whatever. It's like, it's almost like a little hurtful, a little bit. It's sad for the kid.
It is, yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. Who's the one who suffers at the end of it all? This trans kid that's got to go through this.
Yeah, that should have gone through his therapy and everything at a younger age, because at 35, when you're trying to, when you finally identify who you are freely, it's a little more difficult, I would think, from a physical standpoint to match what's going on the inside.
No, that makes total sense, but this, these ads, like, okay, there was one during the Super Bowl, right? And it's always like, it's like somebody cleaning Jesus's feet and like, and then it'll show people from all these different cultures and say we should all love each other. And you're like, oh, let me take note. And then at the end, it's like Moms for Liberty or some like crazy shit like that, and it's like they try to bring you in and lure you in, and then they give you false information. People are seeing this and believing it, Alex. Okay, there's a trans kid right now suffering because their dad or their mom saw this stupid ass video and was like, you need to be more macho. You need to beat the kid, maybe,
They're suffering because there's nothing wrong with you.
There's nothing wrong with you. No. Understand that. Trans is beautiful. You are exactly who you are, all right? And you know it right here. And nobody can tell you different.
Yeah, it's very sad.
So F them. The FayWhat Show is part of one of the largest LGBTQ plus media companies in America, and Hotspots Magazine has been documenting the LGBTQ plus experience for 40 years. And Happening Out Television Network has been bringing you daily LGBTQ plus news, talk shows, and more for 4 years. In the same model of PBS and NPR, we are a nonprofit 501c3 organization whose mission is to educate and serve the LGBTQ plus community. And with that, I say thank you, Alex Tikas, for ending this beautiful May with me.
Into June.
I wouldn't want to be with anybody else.
Christmas is right around the corner.
Oh my God, don't say that. Let's celebrate Pride Month, and then we'll talk about Christmas later, right? He got all happy. This is when he takes out his rainbow jockstrap out of retirement. Oof. He only uses it one weekend in June.
I'm going to start selling them. I'll wear them. I'll wear them for a week. Then Pride will be the final day I wear them, and then we'll put them up on... Well, we won't put them up, and we'll just sell them there at the bar. I can auction them off. You could. They have been auctioned off before. Yeah.
How much you get for them?
Like $50 or $60. But
get like 10 of them.
I have mailed them off for like $150. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Alex Tikas, if you want one, I mean, he can probably give you the one that he's wearing right now on the FayWhat Show. You can probably say that's the one I want.
We can talk about it.
I'm just saying. Love you, Alex.
Thank
you. Did you know that the Happening Out Television Network studios are located at Sunshine Cathedral Square, which also houses Sunshine Cathedral, the world's largest queer church right here in Fort Lauderdale. We broadcast our Sunday service every week at 10:30 a.m. FayWhat Show. We bring you interesting interviews with incredible people from our community. And today we celebrate the Brickhouse of Beauty of South Florida herself, all right? The beautiful, the incredible, the talented, and my sister, Miss Bonnie Builder. Watch. I'm so excited to have this bitch in my bed. And yes, I started off an interview calling her a bitch, okay? Because she is a Brickhouse bitch, all right? She is the Brickhouse Beauty of South Florida, the buff, the black, the brilliant Bonnie Builder, paving the way as the premier bodybuilding drag queen of South Florida. I love you, Bonnie. Welcome to FayWhat's Bed.
Yo, wait up. I'm finally in your bed, and I'm the only one dressed appropriately to be in your bed.
Is that really appropriate?
Everybody be wearing clothes. I'm like, you're not wearing clothes when you're in bed with FayWhat.
Oh my God. And I thank you for it because I am loving all of this. Like, look at that. I love, love, love. What's up with the Madonna knee sleeves? What's up with that? For you to, like, in case we get naughty in bed and you need
I'm the most popular girl in school, and I get the superlative of most prepared. So whatever happens,
if you gotta go on your knees, you ready
hello
to
somebody.
go. I don't do that shit to me.
Hard nipples, hard
Don't
nipples.
do that shit to me. Bonnie, I'm so happy to have you in bed, Mama. There's so much to unpack. Let's start, okay? So you're a trainer by day,
Yes.
right? And how long have you done that for?
Okay, so fitness has been a part of my life since 2012. I got my first fitness job at UFit. I was a fucking not Canadian, what? Custodian. There we go.
I was a Canadian.
Girl, I was a Canadian at UFit.
They should pay you for that.
Right.
Uh-huh.
I was a custodian at UFit, and then I worked my way up to salesman, and then I went from UFit to 24-hour fitness to LA Fitness, and then bomb. Discovered my passion, and I just fell in love with fitness for the past 12 years, 2024, 12 years I've been doing fitness related stuff.
That's amazing.
And that's wild. And it's not done because, and I told you this, I just recently got accepted to my master's program for occupational therapy. So I'm about to be a master and possibly even a doctor as well.
I love that. You can help hot athletes.
That's my only goal. I don't do it for the babies. I don't do it for the old women. Love y'all, but I'm doing it for the men.
Oh my God, listen, it's my wife, right? She's a nurse practitioner. She's like, no peds, no old people. I can't deal with that shit.
You're the easy ones.
You know, well, not like that. We ain't that easy.
I'm sorry, I'm the easy ones.
Okay, you are easy, but again, knee pads. What do you think about juicing?
Okay, so it's a popular part of our culture.
It is.
I think that if you were to do it safely with a professional. Don't do it in the back of your car outside of an LA Fitness after your work shift with a hot trainer just because you want to show them your butt. I'm not going to say that's worth an anecdote. I'm just saying that's not the way to do it. Just make sure you do it safely. I'm not telling you to do it. But if you were to do anything, do it safely because there's a million ways to die from juicing improperly.
Yeah.
You know, if you get a needle and press it into your butt and there's air in the needle, you could die like immediately.
Seriously?
Yeah. So get the air out the needle. I'm not telling you to do it, but get the air out the needle because that air can kill you because that puts air in your veins. And you're done.
We're going to give you a link as to how to do that. Right?
How do we
I don't know because, I was thinking that, like, I went to Mexico, like, last year, and, like, everywhere you went, they were selling anabolic steroids, right? And I was just like, coño, this is so big like this that boys come here to get it.
Yes.
And you don't really know what's in that stuff, So as you being a trainer, I figured I'd ask you about that. Maybe I wanted to juice. Whoa.
Girl, green juice.
That's it. Some kale shit. That's where I'm going with that. Bonnie, how do you go from trainer to Bonnie Builder?
So I tried to force it to be a lateral move because Bonnie is also fitness. Obviously, it's in the name, Bonnie Builder, which a lot of people don't get, unfortunately, because got a lot of public school education around here.
Oh, it happens.
Right. So Bonnie Builder is a pun on body builder because I have a bodybuilder frame. I'm in the bodybuilder lifestyle.
Got it. You know that I thought it was part of Bob the Builder.
When I get called Bonnie the Builder before I get on stage, I'm about to clock
you
it.
F somebody up. You
Girl.
should. Whatever host does that, listen. Look.
Yeah, Daisy.
Damn, Daisy. Here, right there. Grab her pillow.
Daisy.
Grab the pillow.
Just saw her ass last night too.
Daisy. What's wrong with you? It's not Bonnie the Builder. It's Bonnie Builder, okay? It's not Bob the Builder. It's not none of that. It's Bonnie Builder.
Exactly. And it's not Bonnie the Bottle either.
It's just that, what it is that Daisy's been she's been around for a while, so you know,
that's
the age is hitting her. You know what I mean?
Hard in the face, crack that nose in half.
That bitch looks amazing. F you.
Yes,
You know
she
that?
does.
We
Yes,
hate her
she
for looking
does.
amazing.
And almost all lighting.
Almost all lighting. So Daisy's done freaking drag now, I think, for like 30, 35 years. You've been doing drag for 6
Yes.
Wow. And
Between 6 and 7 years.
congratulations on that, though, baby.
Thank you so much.
Again, 6 years, you know, it's like dog years, right? In our community, everything. So if you lasted 6 years, then that means you've been doing this shit like, you know, blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I mean? Doing it for very little money when your outfits cost more and your makeup costs more and your transportation costs more and your hair costs more.
Yes. First of all, thank you, Mother Katya Tension, for this wig.
Katya! I be living for her live feeds on her wigs, girl. Like, I'm not buying none of your wigs, Katya, but I am watching that shit.
She's the first queen that I bought like quality styled wigs from, and it's fucking worth it.
No, it's amazing.
It's not a fucking simple shake and go. This has body in it, and she styled this a month ago.
Really? No,
Thank
that
you,
looks
Mama.
amazing. That is not like the Amazon wig that I bought last year for an event at all.
And I am still partial to an Amazon wig. You buy 2 of the same wig, you zip tie them together, and you have an immediate stacked wig, volume, size, and glamour. You're welcome.
Oh my God. How would you label your drag?
Attractive.
Well, aside from that, bitch, I know that. You fine as hell.
That's So my drag is definitely high energy. I didn't realize how quick-witted I was until I started doing drag.
Oh, wait, until you started being mean to people.
And then they were like, "Oh no, she's in a wig. She's allowed to like be a bitch." I'm like, "Yeah, son."
So you're saying, like, as a dude trainer, you weren't allowed to get away with such bitchiness?
I'm so much nicer as a trainer because I'm there to support you and encourage you and push you. As soon as I put these fucking lashes on, eat my fucking ass. Like, I don't give a good goddamn about your feelings.
And I see like 10 guys out there going, me, I will. I will.
There's a line out the door currently.
I will. Do you do makeup also? I mean, I know you paint your face to the gods. Look at this, okay? And every time you see Bonnie, it's like, wow, bitch, where did you come up with this? You know? So makeup always been something that you've been into?
Ooh, no. Okay. So the closest I've been to drag when I was a youngin', which wasn't that long ago, was I was a sketch artist and I was into graphic design in high school and middle school and a little bit of college. And so this is just me putting like the characters I would draw, like these fierce Glamazonian female figurines. I just put it onto myself. Like not petite, not scrawny, skinny, buff, strong, badass woman with a fucking cunt fucking cheekbone and lashes and nice wigs and just like there to like whoop ass.
I love that. Like the Amazon women with Wonder Woman on that island.
Yes.
Right? Like that. That's the feel that I get from your drag.
I'm one of them. I'm one of them.
You are. So it's interesting that you said that, like, you're allowed to be meaner and, you know, and be just who the F you want to be when you put on the lashes and the wig. You know, I've been blessed to work with you on Queer News Tonight, and you are an equal opportunity offender. You are mean to fucking everybody. Is there anybody you're not mean to? Maybe your pup or someone?
My mom. She's meaner. No, I love you, Mom.
Did you learn it from your mom?
So I have I always say this, my family unit is very matriarchal. It's very, there's a lot of strong-willed women in my family. They run shit in my family. So all the cracking jokes, all the saying how you feel, being too honest at times, I learned it from my family. When I bring it to an audience, I try to like sweeten it up a little bit, because if you were just hanging out with my family, you would get your feelings hurt. So I try to put a comedic spin to it, but like that's just how I am. I show love by throwing shade and talking shit. If I don't talk shit or if I don't say anything mean to you, be worried. Be right? Very worried, because that means we're not clicking.
That means you're not even on her mind. Like, you're not even on her radar.
Exactly. And the girls that I work with behind the stage, they know I crack jokes and talk shit all day. If I'm quiet, that means I'm not in the mood or I'm not vibing with you. So if I'm dragging you, reading you, we can go back and forth. We will be the best of friends.
Then we're good. Yeah, and that's how family should be. I mean, come on, take a joke. I mean, I'm just playing with you. You know, maybe your padding is that bad. Maybe it's not. Maybe you smell a little bit. Maybe you don't. You know?
Yes. I am the friend that will tell you if you have schmutz on your teeth. I will tell you that, because all these fake people around you will not tell you. I will tell you, you have schmutz in your teeth, your padding is off, your corset's not tight enough, and your wig, your lace looks like bacon. Fried bacon.
Fried, crispy ass bacon.
Hell yeah.
You were talking about the women, the powerful women in your family. Aside from your family, who are your role models? Who do you look up to? And I ask this because I'm friends with many queens. I support and adore many queens. You're not like any queen I've ever met.
Yeah, I'm beautiful. That's the difference.
Fucking bitch. Aside from being so humble.
Yeah. Who inspires me? I can't name names. I'm inspired by hard workers. I'm inspired by people who will just have like a laundry list of things to do, will knock it out, and then they'll go home, they'll complain, be like, oh my God, this day, and then they'll do it again the next day. Because that's how I am. Like when I did Miami Beach Pride this year, I had gig after gig after gig that I'm so appreciative of. But like you get tired at the end of the day and you just want to chill out and relax, like remove yourself from the world. I get inspired by people who are just like that. You work so hard. At the end of the day, you go home, you turn it off, you chill, just so you can recharge and then come back. That's my kind of people.
Yeah.
Hard workers.
I love that. But and you give it, first of all, Miami Beach Pride was incredible. Look at some of the reels on my social media. Bonnie killed it. Killed it. And her on the float was just a freaking vision. Like, oh my God, like get the party started because Bonnie's in the house. That's basically how I felt.
That's it. When you clock into work, you give it all you got until you clock out, and then you pass out when you go home. But when you are on the clock, when you are working, when you are at the gig, you give it everything.
Oh, you're on. You're on.
You gotta be on. That's why it's so exhausting.
No, that's why it's so exhausting. And I think that the entertainers out there will agree with us. You're on a certain vibration when you are on that stage or when you're interacting with community, right? You are playing. You're not playing I don't want to say you're playing a role because that makes it fake, right? Because I think it's part of us.
Yes. Yes.
I hate to say alter ego because it's not really alter ego. It's really you.
Right. It's an additional side of us. Yes. That we share with you all. And it gets very taxing. So give us money for it.
So give us money.
Give us money.
All right. Use your damn Cash App. What is wrong with you? Most queens aspire to be on RuPaul's Drag Race. Like that is like the end all and be all, or just like that is the goal, right? Is that yours too?
It is definitely a goal of mine because personally with Bonnie, I just want to see how far I can take her. When I started drag, the first year I did drag, I had 1 gig the entire year. The second year I did drag, I had 2 gigs that entire year. So I was proud of that because my goal was to just get 1 more gig than I did the year previously.
Holy crap.
And that's just slowly turning like people knowing who I am. When people are like, oh, Bonnie, I've heard of you, with a stranger I've never met, I'm like, how? Like I appreciate it. I work for it. I work very hard for it. But like, it's just this momentum is building. So Drag Race is definitely a part of that. But the goal is just to be better than I was last time. Make my makeup better. Do my makeup faster. Be wittier than last time. Come up with better looks. Wear better wigs. Caught the attention. And just like be the best version of myself and then be better than that. Which puts a lot of pressure on myself. I will say it is very taxing. But like that's my goal. So if that ends up with me being on Drag Race because I worked so hard and I made it there, then I earned it. So I don't do drag to be on Drag Race. I do drag because I love drag, but I think my drag is deserving to be on an elevated platform.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I love that you strive to be better, I strive to be less of an asshole than I was yesterday. Okay, I'm very well aware that I can be an asshole.
Right, she killed a guy yesterday, so like she's doing well so far.
Today is a better day. Like, 1 less homicide, right? That's so, we're doing good, But it's the truth. So you used to dance at La Boy.
Yes, I did. I danced at La Boy. I danced at Boardwalk. I danced at La Bear, the straight place.
Yes. Down at 163rd or something.
I danced at the one in Miami and Fort Lauderdale. So like my on-stage charisma came from being like a go-go dancer / stripper on stage. And I always enjoyed the attention. I definitely developed my sense of professionalism working in the go-go industry because you clock in, people want to deter you, people want to give you this, people want to pull you this way. You have to remain focused.
To make that money.
Exactly. You're there for work. You're selling a fantasy, and this is work. When you go in there, don't take the drink. Take the money that they could be paying for the drink and take that.
Yeah.
Because do you want $1 or do you want $15.50, which is what? A cocktail at Boardwalk, La Boy, anywhere? You want that 1550.
You want that 1550 in your garter.
Yeah, so that's where I learned like my backstage decorum, professionalism, showing up on time.
Working with the other dancers.
Working with other performers.
Stage presence also, that helps so much because you're limited in your stage.
Yes. You have a milk box crate and you have to like turn it for 5 minutes, soaking wet, drenched in sweat. Also learning how to be more secure in your performance style.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but the goal is to not be everybody's type, is to give them a good time.
And 5 minutes, okay? You're like, 5 minutes. 5 minutes is a very long time, okay? Very long time.
With drunk people just staring at you, just staring at you like,
and you're like, take out your wallet, you idiot.
Exactly.
They had I had just read somewhere a couple of weeks ago that they wanted to pass a law that the boys that work there and at places like that have to be 21 and over now. What do you think about that?
So I'm not going to spill all the tea from back in my day, but I will say, it's hard to regulate activities that should be 21 and up when you're in that environment. So I understand. When
you're the employee.
Exactly. So I understand why they want to do that. I know a lot of responsible 18-year-olds who would fit in that environment, who can control themselves, who can basically have like a really good work ethic in that environment. So I don't think they should be withheld from, being part of that environment, like learning from it, enjoying it.
Making the money.
There's
a lot of kids in our community that get shunned and thrown away by their family, and they're just trying to make ends meet, trying to live.
I worked with so many people like that, people who had come to our country and just had no other opportunities, but this was the only way they could make their money. I'm not saying no names, I'm not saying no establishments, but there was just places where that would happen, allegedly.
Allegedly.
So, and they made money. They were able to buy food. They were able to
take care of their families. They were able to send money back home.
Get shells for someone to sleep at night. And I don't want that ripped away from them. So I just don't want the opportunity taken away from them. I understand it, but like everything's in the gray nowadays. So I can't be like definitive in my opinion.
Completely. I agree. You were crowned Mixed Marys.
Mixed Marys.
I love that. Okay. And so are you going to run for another title soon?
I'm still riding this high because I didn't know that was going to happen. That was a very stressful couple of weeks leading up to that pageant.
How long did you plan for Mixed Marys?
So my drag mother, Kiki Topics, forced me to prepare a month prior.
Okay.
And she was a huge, huge help. Thank you again, Katia. But I had a lot going on. I was planning a party at that time. I was preparing for other gigs. I have boy stuff that I was like taking care of at that time. So it took me about a month to prepare for it, and obviously it was a flawless victory. Somewhat. Somewhat flawless victory.
She just showed up and won.
I would do it again, but like I have a bad habit of saying yes to everything all the time.
People pleaser.
Exactly. And I am a doer. I have a strong work ethic because of my parents, the way I was raised. So I'll say yes, because I want the money, I want the attention, I want the exposure. Exposed right now.
Yes.
I want it all. So most likely.
Okay, I hope so, baby, because they need more of you. They ain't ready.
They do. They need to eat this up.
They ain't ready. And
I can't stop touching myself. Get them views up.
Right? Yeah. Lesbian love.
Yeah. Secret love. Ooh.
That's what we are.
Not copyright.
No. What's the most fun place you've performed at?
The most fun place I performed at, the quick answer is going to be Miami Beach Pride 2023. I love doing it this year, but last year I hooked up with my friends. I met up with my friends and we prepared like a 13-minute choreographed Britney Spears mix.
Nice.
And that's when I felt like the only superstar. To be the center of attention.
To be Britney, bitch.
To be Britney, bitch. To have my girls behind me and to captivate an audience for 13 minutes on a stage. And I survived that on the beach, in the sun. It was like 95, 100 degrees that day.
It was way hotter last year.
Girl, and I had headbands on and everything. Hotter,
and it's still one of your favorites. That's incredible.
So proud of myself for doing that.
What pisses you off about this industry, about this entertainment industry?
The lack of legislation, funny enough. It's all your own manager.
Yep.
So
your own promotion, your own everything.
So you have to play nice with everybody in the field, even when they don't play nice with you. I don't have any issues with anybody because I show up, I go to work, I don't So, a rule about me: if I'm in drag and I'm working, I do not drink. I'm going to say that, so people, please stop offering me beverages. Just give me the money. If I'm in drag and I'm working that day, I'm not drinking. I show up, I work, I take the drag off, I go home. I'm not in the mess. I'm not kikiing after the gig. That's how you stay not messy. But it's a social game out here, and you have to like appease a lot of people. You don't click with everybody, but you have to appease them. And I like a lot of people. I love a lot of people, but it's just, it gets very taxing trying to be every person's best friend.
Yeah. No, it's fucking exhausting.
Yes.
Okay? Like,
yes,
listen, this is an election year. I'm like, we can't take a day off from being gay. It doesn't work that way, you know? But it's hard to be like, me and my wife have this conversation all the time where I'm like, look, I'm Switzerland. Okay?
Yes.
I'm not saying that this organization is better than this person or this person is better than that person. If you have drama with this person, don't mess with my dime. As long as it doesn't mess with my pocket, I don't want to be a part of it. So don't talk shit to me because I'm not being involved.
Right. We talk our shit on camera to an audience. That's where we talk our shit.
Completely.
We're not talking shit behind the scenes, behind the back. We're not doing that. No. We let our feelings out on stage. So you know how we feel. Once I'm off the stage, I'm Gucci. I'm chill. I'm happy. I'm married. I'm in love. I live in a beautiful home. I have a beautiful life. I ain't worried about no problems. We let it out on stage.
Can I talk about your boo for a second?
You better.
Oh my God, look at. So I was blessed enough to meet him twice, I believe. And what a nice guy. You guys are literally like me and my wife, like an oxymoron. Yes. You're like yin and yang. Yes. You are so opposite. Just visually being everything, you know, and it all works so cohesively together because you kids have been together almost a decade.
Yes, we've been together about 7 years. He is a beautiful Cuban man. Hi, Julio.
Hi, Julio, lindo, esposo lindo, te queremos.
I love you so much. We've been together about 7 years, and yes, we are different in that I'm the performer. He is a pharmacist. He works in the medical industry, and he is a star in what he does. He's also an incredible CrossFit athlete. He's done a couple competitions, and he's done very well. But yeah, I am the stage presence. I am the drag queen in the relationship. So it's a lot of balance. It's a lot of, when I'm being diva, he has to like help me out and like keep me sane. When I'm being too diva, he has to like humble me and check me. Exactly.
Yeah.
To make sure like I'm not like getting too big-headed.
Listen, we're like the same person, you know? Yes. Like my wife is Cuban. She's a nurse practitioner, right? And she's the one that when I think I'm hot shit, she's like, yeah, make sure that when you get home, you clean the kitty litter.
Right. That's my husband with the laundry. Like, I'll have the best gig in the world. People adore me. He'll be like, that's wonderful, honey. By the way, laundry needs to be done. Can you knock that out real quick?
Can you do that real quick? And I'll be walking in with a ball gown. That's great. Yeah, you can go do that real quick. Thank you. You know, but that's why we love that.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You know?
We need that balance. We need you guys.
We need you guys. And we need somebody. And, you know, you have friends like I do that also call you out on your shit. And we need that. That's so important because our minds start, you know, going a mile a minute. We start making up stories about people in our minds, about the situation, about the gig, about everything.
Right here.
Everything.
Right here. I will send videos of me performing to like the biggest crowd of my friends. They're like, great. Now look at this doggy meme. I'm like, girl, can I get like my 2 seconds? Like, I love the doggies. I love the babies, but like, can I get my 2 seconds?
Of course. But Julio, you're important. Okay. They are important, you know. Does he ever get jealous?
Jealous.
I mean, it's just being human. I'm not trying to call him out. You know?
Not jealous in the traditional sense. He does adore spending time with me. So when I get pulled away to do Bonnie stuff, he does miss me a lot.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna say this, and don't kill me, babe. He doesn't have the best facial recognition. So there's a lot of people who know Bonnie and know him as Bonnie's husband.
Yes.
When we go out, he'll be like, hi, hello, nice to meet you. I'm like, babe, we've met them several times. We know them, they know who you are.
Yeah.
Like, and he was just like, oh, cool. I'm like, yeah, that's.
But because he's not performing.
No. He's only in that nightlife.
Exactly.
Like,
and he's being
half
his
the time.
genuine self.
Yes.
You know, he's not like, again, I think Cubans, in a weird, crazy way, invented resting bitch face, okay? Because my wife has that same thing, right? Where we'll be somewhere and I'm like, babe, come on, aren't you having a good time? She goes, I am. I go, well, can you tell your face that? Because you look like you're like in hell. Like I just brought you to a freaking Trump rally, you know? And like, they can't hide it.
No, and I'm like, I'm the one in the wig that's too tight. I'm the one cinched to high heaven and
Exactly. I'm the
7-inch
one in heels.
platforms.
I'm the one sweating to death. I'm the one that's got to get on stage right now and figure out what to say. How come you are like
That's
all
true.
wrapped up?
But you can also agree with this. No matter how geeshed up we are in a crowd of 1 million people, we will always look for them, make sure they're okay, make sure we're holding their hand at a certain point.
Yep.
Making sure we can introduce them to as many people as we can, even though we can't always do it successfully.
Yep.
Like, they are always number one priority when we're in a crowd of 1 million people.
Completely. And they're both not at all of our events, right? Obviously, because they can't take it, probably, right? But when they are, you see their face in the crowd and it's like home. That's my safe spot, you know? And that's why it's so important. For single people out there, honestly, stop trying to find somebody that looks like you and acts like you and all that kind of shit.
Right.
It don't work. It always works to find
A
that
Cuban.
whole Cuban. Okay, I have my Cuban. She has her Cuban.
That's the running
Get
thing.
your own Cuban.
It's
all
in
right?
Miami. There's a lot of them.
There's a lot. Oh, there's sobra. There's a lot. There's extras if
Yeah.
you need them. Bonnie, what do you have coming up exciting this year that you're looking forward to? Aside from, I know that you're going to think about a crown to snatch off somebody else's head. It's going to happen. I will be there rooting you on. Anything else, another goal that you've got or an event that you're going to do this year that you're excited about, even if it's months away?
So this event is actually related to my boy life. Hubby and I are going on a cruise.
Nice.
We are going to Barcelona.
Barcelona.
In July. It's in my phone. We're going to Barcelona on Virgin Voyages cruise, which we absolutely love. They have drag queen hostesses on there, and I love seeing drag queens wherever I go. So I'm excited to work. There's a bunch of gigs coming out, and you can find all my gigs on Bonnie Builder on Instagram. That is at Bonnie Builder on Instagram.
On IG. Okay, so make sure that you
Exactly.
find her there, all right? So we've got a quick game that we play here. It's called Say What with FayWhat, okay? And basically I give you two options. It's a speed round. You pick one of the two options real quick, all right?
Okay.
Like if I say black or white,
Black.
all right.
Lives matter.
There you
That's it.
go. Okay. Michael B. Jordan or Michael Jordan?
Michael B. Jordan.
Madonna concert or singing Madonna in your car?
Singing Madonna in the car.
Oprah or Deepak Chopra?
Oprah, because I can pronounce it.
Saltburn or White Lotus?
Salt burn. Bathtub, baby.
Oppenheimer or Barbie?
Barbie, bitch.
Bingo or cornhole?
Bingo, because I host it.
iPhone or Android?
Android, because I have it.
The View or the news?
Neither. I'm the View.
Pack light or overpack for your trip to Barcelona?
Overpack.
Overpack always.
Always.
Ball gown or sweats?
Sweats under the ball gown.
Ooh, I love that. I love that. Arrive early to the party or fashionably late? Not to a gig, to a party.
Arrive early because I gotta eat the food before other people touch it.
And
I'm
breathe
an
on
eater
it.
at parties.
I never even thought about
I am
that.
an
But
eater at
That's why I
parties.
don't eat at parties.
For two reasons.
Cash or cash? What are the two reasons?
When I'm an eater at parties,
Yeah.
eat the food and eat not the food.
Got it. Got the later on. Okay,
That's
got it. Cash or cash apps?
Cash.
Cash, come on,
wanna
cold
touch
hard
it.
cash. I want to feel it. I want to.
Yes.
I want to get the feeling of the cocaine off it on
That's
my
right.
nose.
I don't trust
you know what I
technology.
mean? Like, yeah, I don't trust that shit. Pizza or Chinese?
Pizza.
Performing to Beyonce or Whitney Houston?
Whitney Houston.
Shopping in store or online?
Online, lazy.
Football or basketball?
Neither.
Cake or pie?
Cake.
Car or truck?
Car.
Paper book or ebook?
Paper book.
Lady Gaga or Dua Lipa?
Dua Lipa, don't hate me. Canceled.
Come on, never. I love Dua Lipa. Thank you, Bonnie Builder, for
course,
being on the
baby.
FayWhat Show. Please follow Bonnie Builder on all social media. She's amazing. She's doing so much, and she's freaking funny as shit, entertainer to the max, painted to the gods, and her outfit is always something that you wish you could fit into, but you probably don't.
I barely fit into it.
And we can see you now at the Gathering.
The Gathering.
On Wednesdays for
Yes,
for
I will be
trivia.
there.
What else?
Wednesdays at Gathering for trivia. You can catch me at Alibi. You can catch me on Queer News Tonight, happening on Television Network. And again, just follow me on Instagram because I'm getting booked here, there, and everywhere. I also do private parties.
I love
so
it.
Book the door.
I love it. Okay, she does private parties as well. Okay, I loved having you in bed with me for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
But the main one is because I honestly adore you.
And I love you so much.
I connected with you since the second that we met on Queer News Tonight, and I love that we have a common enemy, Trinidad.
Correct.
Correct, okay? If you know, you know.
And let me add this really quickly. You are an icon in this community. You're just an icon in yourself. So the fact that you, know me is insane to me. The fact that you have my number, the fact that you reach out to me, the fact that we can speak so openly is just like a huge honor to me. I will not pass up the opportunity to let you know that how much I love you, I adore you, and like I just am in awe of you.
Oh,
you are a legend in this community. So thank you for just knowing me.
Oh, bitch, you have to be known. I have to know you.
That's true.
You know? And, listen, you see how she like teeter-totters like the Joker, like in and out of it, right? Like she's just nice and then bitch and then nice and then bitch, you know? But like there's something about Bonnie that just, you could feel it through her performance, through her speak, through just, if you get to
Through
have
her
a
sweat
conversation
glands, yeah.
with her, through her sweat glands, whatever it is, she touches you. Not that way, but she can.
With
but
consent.
Always gets consent. Always gets consent. There's something about Bonnie. You gotta watch her because she is gonna be doing big things, and I just adore her. I love that I am just able to send you a text and say, hey, you're gonna be freaking amazing today, or kick ass at Miami Beach Pride, or whatever you're doing, let me know because I want to support, because you are that queen that I believe in, and I want you to know that.
Thank you so much.
I love you.
I love you so much. I love you so much.
I don't want to mess up your beautiful makeup.
Besitos.
Bodybuilder. I love her. Follow her on all social media. We will be right back. So that's it. That's the FayWhat show. I hope that you had fun. Thank you so much to Alex Tikas for joining me in bed. He is just so dreamy, right? And Miss Bonnie Builder for also just putting it all out on the bed like she did. You know, I'm really passionate about trying to connect the L and the G in our LGBTQ plus community. It's often hard for us girls, but if we believe we are one strong community, then we must support all the letters of our LGBT and Q plus. We open every show with a nod to Mary Tyler Moore, and that girl's Marlo Thomas. This show is dedicated to a strong LGBTQ plus community. I just encourage you to be a little bit kinder, a little bit funnier, and embrace our tremendous diversity. It's what makes us so damn strong. Until then, make sure you follow me on all social media outlets, Facebook, IG, Threads, TikTok, and YouTube. Follow FayWhat. And since you're always on the go because you busy, you can listen to the FayWhat show wherever you listen to your podcast app. Just search the FayWhat show. Until next Monday World at 9 a.m. live or anytime on demand. I'm your girl, FayWhat! And I am #thatgirl. I wish you a week full of sunshine and rainbows. Happy Memorial Day. Stay gay.
Rainbows, gay boys, #thatgirl. Sunbeams, drag queens, L-word. Is that girl the girl of all our dreams? She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, #thatgirl. Pride-filled, T-dance, Wilton. Is that girl Latina, but she's universal too. If you find the girls of love.
So, did you enjoy the show? I know you did. So make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any of the events, news, or interviews right here on the FayWhat show. Ring the bell at the bottom of the screen, right there, so you'll be alerted every time we're live. You can also click on the Happening Out Television Network logo so you can see all of the shows on the most diverse LGBTQ plus media network. Find out just what we're doing to bring the L and the G together right here on the FayWhat show. Get the week started with me.